I feel like every dating coach uses this disclaimer, but here we go anyway. I don't like the phrase 9s and 10s. It's kind of icky and disrespectful, but it's the best way to describe the type of women we're talking about in this video, which is the top 10% of the most attractive women, okay? We had a member of our Game Global Masterclass group leave us a message saying that he's not really approaching the 9s and 10s out there because he feels like he doesn't deserve them, and instead he's going on dates with women who he doesn't really find that attractive, and surprise, surprise, that making him less motivated to go out and game. What a shock, okay? I initially left him a message explaining to him that good game works on the 9s and 10s just as well as it does on any other women. And in fact, the truth is, it could even work better in many situations because there is so many men out there who can't even be normal around the most attractive women. Most guys feel like they have to do more to like impress the most beautiful women out there. But when in actual fact, it's this like need to impress them which gives women to ick, right? Women don't want to be pedestalized. They want to date a guy who feels like they're on the same level as them and can treat them like a normal freaking person. Okay, and in fact, of course, there are so many men out there, just like our friend in the Game Global Masterclass group, who are so intimidated by the most beautiful women that they don't even bother to approach them at all. These guys, all of you, including you guys watching the video now, would realize that if you just approach these most hot women in a fun and carefree way, you're going to see that good game works on the hottest women just as well as it does on the mids, okay? But how can we not care? How can we not care around the 9s and 10s? Well, I'm going to give you some tips about that right now. First tip I'm going to give you is to just start building social momentum. Once you're in the field, get in the habit of approaching everyone that you see, okay? Just with small compliments, high fives, cheers in your drink, whatever it is, okay? Men, women, grandmas, granddads, mids, 9s and 10s, whatever it is, you're going to get in the habit of building social momentum, shaking off your nerves, okay? Approaching and opening without hesitation. Then how it should work is that when the 9 or 10 is the next person to like come into your vicinity, you are going to open them without any hesitation and treat them like a normal freaking person. Second tip I'm going to give you is to learn how to self-amuse. You want to start being excited by the words that are leaving your mouth and getting to say them to someone, rather than the possibility of the person being impressed by what you have to say, okay? You're just impressed by the fact that you get to like express yourself in front of an audience, no matter who it is, okay? Once you learn this skill, then you're not going to be able to treat the 9s and 10s differently because you're getting joy just from the words leaving your mouth, okay? This is kind of a complicated topic and I think I need to make a more detailed video on self-amusement, but it's definitely a skill that you want to learn how to cultivate, okay? Third tip I want to give you is to just try and get 9s and 10s in your life as friends, just so that you can see that these are normal freaking people, not Disney princesses, okay? And the fourth tip I want to give you right now, perhaps the most important, is to start building a life that you're excited to be in, regardless of whether there's a 9 or 10 in your bed or not, okay? This is going to help you to stop being so needy for their validation and wanting to date them just so badly. You need a 9 or 10 so people think you're cool. That is not what we want for you. That is a great way to be intimidated by them always, okay? So I gave these tips to our friend in the Game Global Masterclass group, and he replied, I didn't like the reply. He said that he's going to start practicing on the 5s and the 6s and the 3s and the 4s, and then eventually he's going to feel confident enough to start approaching the women that he's actually attracted to. And I'm making this video to say no to all guys. Do not do that. If you're a guy watching this video, do not start by practicing on the mid women until that you feel ready to approach the women that you're actually attracted to. This could actually harm you more than it helps you. If you're out there gaming the mids and ignoring the 9s and 10s, this is going to reinforce the belief that these women are scary and intimidating and above you. For every rep that you don't open attractive women, then you go and speak to a less attractive woman instead. This is going to strengthen the idea that the 9s and 10s are a separate species and that they're out of your league, okay? And you're going to have to undo all of that mental wiring and all these beliefs about the hottest women later on. Yes, it's useful to start conversations with these less attractive people for the purposes of building social momentum, but if you think that you're going to just practice game on these less attractive people and that's going to help you feel ready for the 9s and 10s, it's not. In fact, you're never going to feel ready to speak to these women until you do these first approaches and then you see for yourself that these are just normal people and they're not so scary and intimidating, and a good game works on them as well. So many guys feel like they have to go through all of these practice levels of speaking to like the mid women and learning game and going on dates with them first, and that the 9s and 10s are like the final bosses that they have to conquer later. But that's not actually true. You watching this video, you could decide today, I'm going to pursue the hottest women in my city today. And why wouldn't you do that? Like, game is difficult, okay? You are going to have to overcome rejections. You're going to have to be escaping your comfort zone. You're going to inevitably face some cringe moments. Why would you go through all of that just so that you can date the mid women in your city? It's not worth it. And no wonder our friend in the masterclass group was feeling disheartened, right? We go through this huge journey of personal transformation so that we can date the women that we really, really want. And you can make the decision to start doing that today. You can skip all of these extra practice levels that the idiots are going through, and you can start pursuing the 9s and 10s because good game works on them as well. And that's the message of this video that I want to relay to you. Anyway, the Game Global Masterclass group on School. If you join that group, you are not only going to guarantee yourself like a detailed answer to all of your dating questions from the Game Global coaches, you'll also be able to join our weekly live game coaching sessions on Zoom. Okay, this is the cheapest game coaching that you're going to be able to find in the world. It's disgustingly cheap. You're also going to be able to access all of our day game infields when you join this Game Global Masterclass School group. It's an amazing group. You can learn more about it by clicking the link in the description and the pinned comment. Other than that, my name's Joe. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll speak to you real soon.